Hello, I'm Pastor Dave, and this is our sermon recap for Monday, April 1st, 2024. Here we go. This week, we looked at the Easter Gospel as found in the Gospel of John, chapter 20, verses 1 through 18. Now, when we deal with Easter, I have to ask, what makes Easter special? Is it the events we do? Is it the meal? Is it the chocolate? What is it? There's the thing about Easter, and really, one thing we have to look at is the traditions around the event. Now, we have to make this very clear. Traditions are not bad. They're simply activities. The problem comes when we take them beyond activities that help us relate to special events and make the traditions the main event. And that comes up because sometimes traditions overtake the reason the traditions were started. Think of that with Easter. Now, the Easter is the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus Christ, on the third day after his death. But some of what we do makes absolutely no sense. In comparison, where does the bunny come in? Why do we deal with Easter eggs? That's Martin Luther's The Eggs. But the candy, why do we eat ham? Like, some of these things become so important that we lose sight of why we're even doing them. Because the truth is, when we look at Easter, this day is different because of what happened on that morning nearly 2,000 years ago. If there were no resurrection, this would be a normal Sunday. Beyond the fact that there was no resurrection, we wouldn't have the church. It is because of Jesus that this day is special. Because Jesus came, ministered, was arrested for his work, tried, beaten, suffered, and killed on a cross. When he rose from the dead, defeating both sin and death, he gave us hope. And we have this hope because others didn't have this hope before. It's a hope that there's something more than just this life, and that is a hope that the world still needs to hear. And we also have to remember what this hope is because of what it does for us. This hope we have reminds us that we are no longer slaves to the world and sin, but experiencing a freedom that comes through being a disciple of Jesus Christ. We are freed because Christ paid the price for us and Christ lives. We are free because Christ reigns. This is why this day is different than any other day. So that's your recap for this week. Remember, we worship every Saturday night at 6:30, Sunday at 10:45, and we live stream that 10:45 service on the WSUMC Live Facebook page. But until next time, I'm Pastor Dave, and I hope to see you in worship.